Tom Cruise is one of your fucking clients. Like, of course. That's how high level of an agent she is. And they almost fucking dropped her. I know it's from November 2023. I explained it. What happens if your agency drops you? Literally nothing. My agency didn't actually drop me after October 7, but they did tell me to, pipe down a little bit and that no deals would be coming down my way. And I laughed about that because, most of the work that my management and my agency does is just separate, is basically telling inbound deals that I don't want to work with them. You guys know I am repped by an agency that also is very pro-Israel. Virtually every agency in Hollywood is very pro-Israel, so much so that this happened at CAA, which is a different agency, one of the big three, big four. Technically, it's big three, whatever. And Maha Dakil was only saved because Tom Cruise kicked in and was like, "You are not fucking firing my agent." She's one of the top agents in Hollywood. Okay. And CAA, one of the most important talent managers at Creative Artists Agency, CAA, literally almost got fucking dropped. Why? And this was early on, for the record, Thursday, 23rd, November 2023. It was like a month after October 7th. She faced intense criticism for describing Israel's war against Hamas as a genocide on Instagram. What's more heartbreaking than witnessing genocide? Witnessing the denial that genocide is happening, she reportedly captioned one of her posts. She apparently also reshared a statement first posted by the Free Palestine account, which read, you're currently learning who supports genocide. That's the line for me, Dakil wrote at the time, reacting to the post. That is what CAA almost fucking dropped one of their top fucking agents over. Saying it is. That they were willing to drop one of their fucking top agents over. Like, this is, I don't know. Maybe this is too inside baseball, but this is like, this person is like, these people at these agencies, when they get to the level that they're at, when they get to the level of Maha Dakil, like, they have done untold amounts of atrocities and they are unmovable from their position. Okay. Like, you could fucking kill someone and you'd be fine. You have an incredible clientele. Like, you have all these like top clients, like no deals coming in. This is what motherfuckers think. There's always deals coming in. Okay, it doesn't matter. These guys only care about fucking numbers. Is your agent pretty big at WME? He stole digital clients from CAA. Yes. I get deals all the time. I just don't take them. Yeah. Filmmaker Aaron Sorkin, boo, among Dakil's high-profile clients, quit CAA shortly after the controversy began. Steven Spielberg reportedly had 2 IMDb pages, his and Dakil's, edited after they wrongly listed her as his manager. Dakil apologized for the post and resigned from her leadership roles at the talent agency, though she was allowed to continue working with her clients, among them the Top Gun star. Variety has now reported that Crew 61 may have played a direct role in mitigating the fallout for Dakil after the Mission Impossible star expressed his support for the agent during a meeting at the CAA office earlier this month. I made a mistake with a repost. Like, they made her fucking apologize, dude. They made her apologize. That's how fucking freaky the environment was post October 7. Bob Villain's statement. I said what I said. Take notes. This is how you do it. As I lay in bed this morning, my phone buzzing nonstop, inundated with messages of both support and hatred, I listen to my daughter typing out loud as she fills out a school survey asking her feedback on the current state of her school dinners. She expressed that she would like healthier meals, more options and dishes prepared by other parts of the world. Listening to her voices, her opinions on a matter that she cares about and affects her daily reminds me that we may not be doomed after all. Teaching our children to speak up for the change they want and need is the only way that we can make this world a better place. As we grow older and our fire possibly starts to dim under the suffocation of adult life and all its responsibilities, it is incredibly important that we encourage and inspire future generations to pick up the torch that was passed to us. Let us display to them, loudly and visibly, the right thing to do when we want and need change. Let them see us marching in the streets, campaigning on the ground level, organizing online, and shouting about it on any and every stage that we are offered. Today is a change in school dinners. Tomorrow is a change in foreign policy. I said what I said. Yeah, I'd love to have him on the stream. What is this? Some billionaires got rich building companies that make the world a much better place, but other billionaires have been very successful at selling stuff that's harmful on net, and others basically just inherited money, and it's hard to really generalize. A lot of discourse prompted by this post, most of it responding to ideas that are not in the text. I think it would be good if people tried harder to become more plotting and literal about things. What? I don't care about Matt Iglesias, man. Fuck him. Here. Health Secretary Wes Streeting says he wishes the Israeli embassy would take the violence of their own citizens towards Palestinians more seriously.
This wasn't just about the people on stage. The Israeli embassy said last night that when such messages are delivered before tens of thousands of festival goers and met with applause, it raises serious concerns about the normalization of extremist language and the glorification of violence. This was as much about the audience as it was about the performers, wasn't it?
Well, I'd say sort of two things in response to those words from the Israeli embassy.
You have an ultimate out. Israel does not have any standing to tell anybody what's what. Israel defenders don't have any standing to tell anyone what's what. Okay? They can say whatever the fuck they want. You can just be like, what are you talking about? You're literally doing a genocide. That's it. Suck my dick, okay? That is the only answer. What do you mean? Oh, you're worried about people fucking chanting death to the IDF? Okay, don't fucking do a genocide. Boom, easy. Oh my God. Oh, people don't like Israel. Oh, what am I supposed to do about it? Fucking yell at people? Yell at people until they like you? What are politicians supposed to do about it?
Firstly, I do think that, like, if I take the equivalent of the war in Ukraine, I'm unequivocal about which side of that war I'm on. I want Ukraine to win. Would I be celebrating or chanting for the death of Russian soldiers? No. I want to see an end to the war, and I want...
Now let's get to the firefighter ambush in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is a famous location for actual anti-Semitism, not like the fucking fake, like, oh, I don't like Israel conversation. Was the head of operation for Atomwaffen. I mean, it's like a fucking neo-Nazi, white supremacist, white nationalist breeding ground.
Breaking developments, Idaho authorities have identified the shooter accused of ambush.
Yeah, I live in Idaho and I've been to Coeur d'Alene, and there are literal Nazis, like proud Nazis with swastika flags. Yeah. I'm not saying like, oh, they're Nazis because they're like fascist Republicans or racist. I'm saying like actual fucking straight up swastika wearing Nazis.
And killing those two firefighters in the mountains by Coeur d'Alene on Sunday. A third firefighter who was also shot is now fighting for his life after surgery. The local sheriff says they believe that the shooter, who was later found dead, set a brush fire to lure the crew to the site and then opened fire on them. Here's dispatch audio as the attack unfolded.
Some law enforcement right now, there's an active shooter zone. They're shot. BC3's down, BC1's down. Everybody's shot up here. Law enforcement, code 3 now up here.
CNN's Mark Morales is here now with breaking details on this. Mark, what are you learning about the suspect?
Well, Brianna, we now know who law enforcement thinks did this shooting, and they've identified Wes Raleigh, 20 years old. He's from the Idaho area. And as you know, the identification in this kind of a situation is very, very important because now investigators can take that full court press and really try to figure out what.
Or scroll that it's all about revenge. They seem to know they can do it and get away with it.
How the fuck are we going to fix this? Generational propaganda madness? What do you mean? By force. First by trade and then by force. There's no other way. People will respond. People will react. But yeah, there's nothing else to do here. The morality of the situation is clear. People have an endless capacity to adapt to their surroundings. Okay. And the settlers are the least likely to actually adapt. So they will probably react in a violent way, and they'll have to be dealt with through the criminal justice system. But yeah. The difference between what's going on here versus what happened in Nazi Germany is that it doesn't require military intervention, ironically enough. That's what makes it even more damning, our involvement. Because we could literally stop this with one fucking phone call. Can you force them if they have nukes? Yes, dude. Yes, you can force them if they have nukes. What are you talking about? It's Israel, dude. Israel doesn't exist without America. Please stop. Israel as a nation state does not fucking exist without the United States of America. Like, Israel is even more dependent on constant American help and support than South Africa did at the time. And they had fucking nukes too. Yeah. CBS said he had Chicago ties, a 13-year-old.
Family of a Palestinian boy with ties to Chicago.
He's an American citizen.
Say he was gunned down by Israeli Defense Forces this week.
They tell
Ties to Chicago. What do you mean? The fuck does that mean? He likes the Cubs? Like, what are we talking about? Bullshit.
Alec is affluent. Millionaires commonplace here. 3,000 people have U.S. citizenship in the town.
Israel themselves said they went through 20% of the interceptors in the 12-day war, which means they would have blown through all of them if the war lasted 60 days. No, it wouldn't have taken 60 days. Israel is lying when they say they went through 20% of their interceptors. The reason why it lasted 12 days is because America, with its unlimited backing, seemingly did not have unlimited backing. Here, new war with Iran is bleeding Israel's economy. Israel's 12-day war with Iran has cost billions, according to a report by Anadolu Agency, which is like the Associated Press for Turkey. They report the war's first week alone cost $5 billion, with daily expenses reaching $725 million. Most of that, $593 million, was used for offensive strikes, while $132 million went to air defense and military mobilization on the daily. Wall Street Journal reported that daily cost of missile defense systems range from 10 to 200 million. That is just on the Israeli side. That is without America, without factoring in Jordanian support, American support, Western support in general. Had the conflict lasted a month, the total cost would have topped 12 billion, the Aaron Institute estimated. Palestinian finance expert Nasser Abdul Karim warns that indirect costs could have raised the total to 20 billion, factoring in lost productivity and evacuations. Iran strikes shut down Israel's largest oil refinery, halted flights at Ben Gurion Airport, and disrupted the diamond sector, triggering investor panic and fueling instability in Israel's financial markets. The Israeli Ministry of Finance has requested an additional $857 million for the Ministry of Defense to fund war-related expenses like reservist pay and mobilization. At the same time, it proposed cutting $200 million from health, education, and social services to help fund the deficit, which, by the way, smoking on that Israeli healthcare pack, no disrespect, but like you get to experience a little bit of that sweet, sweet American austerity. Okay? This is why if Iran had continued, it would have literally collapsed the Israeli economy, because the Israeli economy, as I explained, relies on Israel being an untouchable, impenetrable fortress, no matter how fucking aggressive and violent and belligerent it gets. This is why I also said Israel reacts differently to force. Military deterrence is the only thing. Military deterrence, military intervention, and military deterrence is the only thing Israel responds positively to. That's it. And also, Netanyahu is coming back and will visit the White House next Monday as Trump presses for a ceasefire in Gaza. Trump on Friday told reporters that we think within the next week we are going to get a ceasefire in Gaza, but didn't offer any further explanation for his optimism. Trump has also signaled that he wants, and this is another thing that I fucking called, early heads will remember. I said this even during the election season, but certainly after, that Trump is going to try to create a scheme in exchange for the ceasefire. He will design a scheme where Benjamin Netanyahu will get away scot-free and will be free of prosecution in the aftermath of the ceasefire. So, and he openly has said that, for the record. He has like tweeted it out or truthed it out. Oh, meanwhile, the U.S. State Department today approved $510 million in weapon sales to Israel, including JDAM guidance kits for its bombs, which includes 3,845 KMU 55 8B kits for BLU 109 bombs, 3,280 KMU 572 FB kits for Mark 82 bombs. Don't know why they would be replenishing their depleted sources while simultaneously claiming that they want a fucking ceasefire. But I guess it's much tinier than previous weapons transfers. So I guess that spells something positive. After Israel hit Iran's South Pars refinery, Iran struck the Bazan refinery in Tel Aviv, which supplied 60% of Israel's diesel and 48% of its gasoline in Q1 2025. Bazan is just now saying operations are gradually resuming, with full recovery expected by October. Haifa oil refinery was shut down, as you guys know, with Iranian rockets. Now we get back to